All right, welcome guys. Welcome to another episode of Giants Interactions. We got the Joe Schoen press conference right now. He's being asked some questions, and we're gonna get into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, I can get my co-host on. If not, this will be a solo dolo. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in, going live during the press conference to see exactly what's going on. What's going on, not Zay? What's going on, Coach Ed? Sitting here watching the press conference. Just gonna be going over a few things. Um, Started late, and I didn't think they were gonna do it today, but it wound up popping up on me. So sorry about not being prepared as what we usually are. So try to get a hold of Joe, but looks like I won't be able to get a hold of him. They're talking about a little bit about the draft right now. They're asking about Charles Cross right now. What's going on, Nimmer? What's going on, Taj? Link is in the chat, Lou. Hold on, I'll send it to your Twitter as well. What's up, Coach Dante? They're asking about the importance of the offensive line. Uh, what's going on, Mike? Hey, they're talking about the trade back scenario right now. Hey, Lou, I sent the link to your Twitter, and the link is in the chat. What's going on, Taj? The questions are kind of low. You can barely hear it. Hey, Taj, you got a lot of background noise. Lou, I put the link in your Twitter and I put the link in your in the chat. What's going on, heavyweight champ? What's going on, Kayla? Deception, what's going on? You said at work, but want to stop by and say, keep up the great work, gentlemen. I'll have to check out the stream later.
Happy 420, gentlemen.
What's going on, Lou?
What's going on, bro? Taj, what's up? Hey, thanks for the prayers, man. Little man is home, man. Fever's breaking a little bit.
Yeah, I thought so about the fever. He had to go back into the hospital. Hopefully everything is okay.
Nah, they had to give him a steroid. His lungs was he couldn't breathe.
Oh,
shoot. Had to give him prednisone to open his airways.
Okay, everything okay, though?
Yeah, he home. I'm about to call him in a little bit, just check on him. I'm at work, but I just wanted to stop in and support the cause, you know.
Yeah. I was going to tell Kayla, it's on the New York Giants channel. What's up, King Blue? I can't put it on while it's live because I'll get a strike.
Oh, the press conference?
Mm-hmm. But, man, glad everything was okay. I was praying hard for you last night, man.
What he talking about? Cross?
Right now, they was talking about trading back in the draft. He said he will do it if it makes sense. But he said he's not willing to lose out on a player that they feel that is valued at 7 to move back a couple of spots and try to get greedy. He said if we got a player in mind that we want to take and then we know that will help this team, he's not trading back. So it's a big if situation if they trade back. If they feel that they trade back and they'll lose out on a player that they feel that can help this team, they're not going to do it. So.
Well, I mean, that's smart. But at the same time, with the cap situation, you got to make sure that you're not overextending yourself. You know, because we're still in cap hell. Bradbury's still there. There's still some contracts that we could have restructured or some people that we could have got rid of. So until we figure out how to get this cap where we need it to be, he might have no choice but to trade back one of them.
I mean, all he has to do is restructure one of those contracts, either Galladay or Leo or Bradbury. One of those contracts, we got enough money to pay for a draft pick. So,
now Leo just got that bag. He not about to renegotiate.
Why wouldn't he? You push that money back, he's guaranteed more money, and he gets more money up front. So he's just guaranteed more money. You have to pay him if you restructure him. So why wouldn't he restructure? Unless they put some type of incentive in there. If he gets hurt, he can't get paid or something like that. Then I wouldn't sign it. But if they just do a regular restructure, why think of Dory Jackson restructure? Because he just got
Dory Jackson had no choice but to restructure. Look how long Bradbury's still been sitting on the trading block. Shit.
But if you cut a Dory Jackson, you lose money. So he had the leverage. If you cut a Dory Jackson, it would have been $18 million against the cap, and you only had $13 million. So you would have lost $5 million cutting him. So he had the leverage. You could have said no.
No, I mean he had the leverage in that case, but what I'm saying is there's not many other teams that were showing interest in him. So if he would have used that leverage and then nobody else grabbed him, then what?
I mean, he would have got paid. He would have got paid, and he would have went and got 2 monies. Because
He
the
said
Giants
got 2 monies. Did you
right.
just boy? This motherfucker said 2 monies.
King Tone, what's up, bro? Thank you, Tuto, for tuning in. King Blue, what's going on? Thank all you guys for tuning in on such short notice.
But shit, I'm about to eat my lunch real quick and then get back to work. I just wanted to hop on, spark a little convo, support the cause. Appreciate all the prayers, guys.
Man, appreciate you, bro, man. Take care, little man. If you can come on later tonight, do so. If not, man, we all know what's going on.
Oh no, I'll be live
bro.
tonight. True Big Blue podcast tonight.
All right, I'll be there.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right. All right. Well, thank you everybody for your prayers about Lou in the chat. Everything's going well with his son. Thank you. Thank you everybody for praying up for his son, man. Much love to all you guys. Edward Gladney, what's going on? I think that's Coach Gladney right there, but thank you for tuning in. They're talking about going to People's Pro Days. They're trying to get Joe Shane's draft board, but he's not taking the bait. Yeah, Joe Shane reported that they have received calls for the number 5 and the number 7 pick. Okay, Coach. They're talking about James Bradbury right now.
Yep.
So he's actually saying that he's trying to find a way to keep Bradbury on the roster, but if it has to be done, more than likely it'll be done after the draft.
If they don't get a trade partner for Bradbury, they're gonna have to extend them.
Yeah, KYV Ace. Debo did turn and ask for a trade from the 49ers today. It's just a trend that's going on, man. Receivers are getting big money and they want to strike now and get their money. So we'll see how that saga turns out.
All because of Christian Kirk.
Right. He would be absolutely dangerous on the Ravens. He would be absolutely a monster on the Ravens. Man, if he goes to the Ravens, they're gonna be a problem. Because I can see him just being Mr. Everything over there with the Ravens. He's just exactly what Lamar Jackson needs over there.
Wayne Martindale.
Mm-hmm. Right, King Tone. I think me and Joel are going to do a Giants interactions to break this down for you guys. So tune in for that. Unfortunately, I think Joel is asleep right now, so I can't get a hold of him. But exactly, Kayla. That's what he's supposed to do. And he says, and we're over here stuck with Kadarius Toney that don't even want to be in New York. Shaking my head, his time will be short here. I can tell already. Well, that's your opinion. Yes, I'm gonna try to do the Bulls game tonight as well. I have to see exactly what we're doing with the True Big Blue podcast, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the Bulls game as well. We'll see. Yeah, they play tonight. I can't wait to break down this press conference and the Giants interactions. So they're asking him at 5-7, do you think you're
Uh-huh.
gonna get 2 fire starters to begin? The spring league is pretty good, King Blue. I like it. So they're asking him what's one of the most things he thought about taking this job was having the picks. One of the main reasons why he took this job.
Kadarius Toney. Uh-oh.
Tuto, he says, Big Boss Pat, would we like to know if Lou needs any regards to his son so we can provide them indirectly? My wife and my 2 young sons are living in Princeton, New Jersey at my home now. He's doing all right. His son was in the hospital. He had a little trouble breathing, but he's okay, and Lou's doing all right. So everything's going okay. Our prayers have worked. And he will be live tonight, Tuto, with the True Big Blue podcast. So thank you for showing your support and showing that you care, bro. What's going on, big man on campus? He says, "Sup, fellas, love the Giants community on YouTube. Real man,
So
real
that's it.
sports." Thank you.
That's
That
the
is
press
the press conference. Right, and Joe Shane came right out and said he's been in contact with Kadarius Toney.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you said it's voluntary, so I mean it's no big deal. He says nobody's asking any questions by any other people that didn't show up. So why
right,
you
even
continue asking
Brian
questions on
Dabble.
him?
Even Brian Dabble says that it's voluntary. So I mean, like, if Joe Schoen and Brian Dabble says that is voluntary and pretty much they have no problems with it, then why are we even trying to make a big deal of it?
Right. So I don't understand what's the huge deal about it. When I get in contact with Joe, I'm gonna break down the press conference to you guys. Can't wait to do that Giants interactions. But I mean, there you have it, man. There's a little information on Tony. Everybody wants information on Tony. Joe Shane came right out of his mouth, said it's voluntary, and we've been in contact with Kadarius Toney. He says life happens.
Yeah, everyone has a life, man.
So maybe some of the Kadarius Toney bashers just need to back off a little bit, you know.
Uh-huh.
If his own GM and his own coach understand why he's not there, why can't you guys? Is it because it's something? Is it because it's something that is negative, and you just want to bash somebody because you feel negative about the team right now? So it's easy to bash anybody right about now. Maybe that's so. Maybe that's the case. But the own GM just came out of his mouth and said he's been in contact with Kadarius Toney, and they don't have an issue with him not being there because it's voluntary. He said a few things about the NFL draft. We're gonna break it down the Giants interactions when I could get a hold of Joe. Until then, be on the lookout for that Giants interactions video. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in for this little bit of time. Taj, hold me down real quick. I gotta take a quick smoke break. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. Did Joe say anything about the NFL draft? Yeah, that was pretty much what the press conference was all about. Just the pre-draft and stuff, like what they gonna do with two of the picks, both 5 and 7. Are they gonna trade down, or if there's like the best player available that they like, then they'll get them. But yeah, Tudo, what's going on? Yeah, man, but even Brian Dable and Joe Shane are saying like it's just a voluntary workout and stuff. Like I just don't get how that the most of these fans like just making a big deal of it when even Dabo and Shane are just saying that it's voluntary. It's a voluntary workout. Like everybody got a life or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's always something, man. It's Kayla said. I agree. We shouldn't be too quick to judge. Right. I mean, like everyone is just entitled to their own opinion, but at the same time, man, I think like, we just heard that Brian Dable he be FaceTiming players and stuff. So he be FaceTiming players just like talking about what's going on and talking about what's going on over there or just chatting up with each other. I guess as he says, media some clowns. Yeah, he did had a good press conference, Nimmer. You know what I mean? At the end, he talked about Kadarius Toney. Even Joe Shane even talked about building the offensive line. There's definitely gonna be a priority. The value where that is. Have to make sure the mirror is up, or you're going into the same boat. Yeah, he is open to trade back, but it just all depends on who's there on the board. Who's there on the board that they like. Either if it's an offensive tackle, like one of these three top tackles, or guys like Kayvon Thibodeau, Sauce Gardner. Yeah, he's just saying all the things he's supposed to say. Just saying all the correct things. Now he's not gonna like obviously he's not gonna just like reveal that he's gonna like trade what pick that they got. Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel requesting the trade from the 49ers. I mean, if Debo Samuel go to the Ravens, man, shit. Oh my goodness, that would be absolutely dynamic if you go to the Ravens. Like for real, man. That yeah, exactly the type weapon Lamar Jackson needs. Debo Samuel could play wide receiver, could play running back. Like the run game, like you already know the run game gonna be insane. If he requested a trade last season, maybe we would have had him instead of Gaudet. I don't know. I'm not too sure because Debo Samuel, he.
Yo, back. What's going on, Diela? Thank you for tuning in.
Diela, what's up?
So Taj, how did you feel about the press conference? Did you get any info that you were wanting, or did Joe Schoen just keep everything confidential and not wanting to show his hand? How did you feel about the press conference, bro?
I think he pretty much just not reveal everything what they gonna do completely, you know what I mean? That they will trade back. They didn't say that, but Joe Shane also talked about building an offensive line and stuff. Talking about they'll be a priority.
Cool. What I get from the press conference is that these guys have a plan in place, and everybody wants to talk about the trade back and everything. I think the only way these guys trade back is if they feel they can get one of the players that they want if they do trade back. If it turns out that they're not going to get a player that they covered and they trade back, I don't think they're going to do it. So we may be staying at 5 and 7 and take the two players that they feel is best, especially if the draft shakes out the way they want it to. And let's say they have two of the offensive tackles at 5, they'll be able to take best player available and then one of the offensive tackles at 7. Rodney, what's going on, Rodney? Thank you for tuning in, bro.
What's going on, Rodney? Oh, man.
But I definitely want to see what they do with this upcoming draft because I think these guys know what they're doing, and you may see them go in the direction that none of us ever thought. The Bradbury situation is getting a little bit more interesting. It's getting more and more clear to me that they may keep Bradbury. I think they're determined to getting a second or third round pick for him, and if nobody's willing to do that, I think they're going to keep him.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think they're going to keep him.
Yeah, they do want a second, third round pick for him.
Because he said something clear. He said, "Man, losing them, there'll be a hole on the defense." So, you'll know.
That's a Pro Bowl corner.
You'll know after the first round if they're going to be able to trade Bradbury. If they take Sauce Gardner in the first round, that means they have a trade in place for Bradbury. Okay, big man on campus, bro. Like, what are you talking about? She knows more about football than you do. She actually works for the Jets, bro. So you get put in timeout for that. There's no need for that.
What?
No need for stupidity like that.
No.
Yeah, you can leave the stream and never come back. Just be honest with you.
Nah, no need.
Like,
no need for the
like
negativity.
That. Yeah, right. Stupid stuff like that is ignorant. Grow up. That girl or woman knows more about sports and has more stats than anything that you could probably ever imagine. So get out the chat with that BS. You've been put in timeout. You come back with that same BS, just playing out. Leave. Basically, I was asking you to leave. Don't come back. Dumbass stuff you talking about. Get a life. But yeah, I if you see them take a cornerback very early in the first, second round, especially if they take Sauce, that means they have a trade in place for Bradbury.
Yeah, he's gone. Bradbury's gone.
So you'll definitely know about Bradbury on draft night. If they take Sauce at 7 or 5, then they definitely got a trade in place for Bradbury. Which I won't be mad because they say there's a huge void if they do lose Bradbury. So that says a lot. So does that mean that they don't have faith in the cornerbacks behind Bradbury? Maybe. Or maybe they just covered Bradbury as a very good corner. And there's the only reason why they're talking about losing them or trading them is because of financial implications. So this whole Bradbury saga, it's pretty interesting, man. Not gonna lie. Dwayne Jackson, what's going on, bro? Thank you for tuning in. Okay, Tudo. Yeah, that dude's ridiculous. He says first 3 picks: Iquanu, Johnson, and Petrie. I won't be too mad at that.
Petrie in the second round, yeah.
Jermaine Johnson is a very good edge. He can turn out to be an absolute freak of an edge if he's given the opportunity and he's being trained correctly. And Iquanu, I think is the best tackle on this draft. And Petrie definitely can fit Wink system as far as safety blitzing and everything like that. So I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't go in an uproar if we got Johnson and Petrie with Iquanu. Definitely would like that. Not going to be mad at that.
Right, man. But you can't. But you really can't be mad with either. With one of these 3 tackles that we get, you can't be mad.
Right. If we get one of the 3 tackles in the first round, and I think we could go best player available throughout the rest of the draft. To be honest with you, I mean, we do have to grab a tight end for sure. We do have to grab a tight end. I would definitely like for us to get a guard, just in case Feliciano or Glowinski or somebody gets hurt. We definitely gonna have to get a couple of guards, because Max Garcia and Feliciano are only on 1-year deals. Looks like Shane Lemieux is back working with the first line. So maybe he's going to be able to play off his injury, coming back off his injury sooner than we thought. So we got some depth right now, but I would definitely like to get a little bit more depth on the offensive line. We definitely need a right tackle for sure. So hopefully one of those first 2 picks, we can get a good right tackle. Or, hey, maybe we could get Lucas in the second round. Who knows? But
Abraham Lucas.
Yeah, Abraham Lucas in the second round from Washington State. He's a pretty good tackle too. Trevor Penning, he needs a lot of work. He's very grabby. He can get a lot of penalties in the NFL. So
yeah, he's a walking yellow flag.
Yeah, he's a moron, Kayla. Don't worry about him. You know you're well protected on this string. Just because you're a woman and they may find you attractive, they're lames and they don't know how to talk to women, so they come up with stupid stuff. But no, you're very knowledgeable, and that's why you're on the string. That's why you're part of the team. You'll be very well protected. So don't ever worry about that. Don't get discouraged. As soon as we see things like that, you see that they're blocked immediately, and you have the power to do that as well. So continue to be you. Continue to be extraordinary. You're going to be working with the Jets this season, so that's pretty cool. So don't ever feel like you're not protected or anything. You're very well protected in this chat. And Nimmer, Charles Cross. I like Charles Cross as well. I think he can play the right tackle position. A lot of people saying that he can't, but I think he's actually built to play right tackle. And we definitely need a right tackle that can pass block for sure. Because DJ or whoever the quarterback is going to need major protection from that position. Our right tackle position last year was the absolute worst, and it wasn't close in the league. And if we get a right tackle that can block, it will help out this offense tremendously. It will help out this whole team tremendously. So
Yeah, and even Daniel Jones, just working out with his quarterback coach, just
I mean, I just think that I think this team is going. I think this team might do a little bit better than I'm projecting them to do. Thank
yeah,
you, Rodney. Thank you, Rodney, for the 4.99 super chat. He says if they don't trade Bradbury, then it could be possible that they go best player available, either Edge or even Hamilton. I wouldn't mind. True.
yeah,
If they have a trade for Bradbury in place, I think they're going Sauce Gardner for sure.
yeah.
If they take Sauce Gardner in the first round, we all know that Bradbury's gone. If they don't take Sauce, more than likely he stays. Kayla says that welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Love you, Pat. Thank you so much. Can't wait to start our stat streams during preseason. Right. I can't wait to do it either. Tuto, he says Big Paws Pat, that dude could be someone Kayla knows because he or she only attacks Kayla and every chat shows up. He might be. Like I said, it's probably a guy that likes her, doesn't know how to talk to him. He's a lame, he's a buster. So he can't handle being around a pretty girl and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to act. And he's nothing but a lame. You want to attack a woman because she knows more about sports than you do. It happens, man. There's exceptions to every rule, and that's really not a rule. And if a woman has a passion about sports, she just has a passion about sports. That's it. And she's more than welcome here. And like I said, she will always be protected. Stuff like that will not be tolerated. And you look at wasn't in front of him because it would have been a whole different story. That's stupid. Nimmer says, Kayla, I like Evan Neal and Akeem, but I'm fine with Charles Cross. I'm fine with either one of those tackles.
Yeah,
If we get a
I'm
good
fine with
right
any.
tackle in this draft, I am told that's what I really want to happen in this draft. If we get a right tackle to put on this line to be a good starter on this offensive line, we're taking a major step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Just being honest, that's a major step in the right direction. And after that, they could take best player available. Only thing I would want
we got
them
our
to really
biggest
do,
need.
yeah, only thing I would really want them to do after getting that right tackle is at least get one tight end. At least get one tight end that you feel that can turn into a starter for us. A starting right tackle and a starting tight end. You get that in this draft, hey, we can work with everything else. Yes, I believe Charles Cross can play right tackle for sure.
Yeah, he can.
I think he can play right tackle damn well. I think he's actually built to play right tackle, to be honest with you. And if we got Thomas and Cross at tackle, hey, I'm okay with it. Will
I
it
would
take
love it,
Cross a little
man.
bit? Yeah. If it will it take Cross to get a little time to get used to the NFL speed and everything? Yes. Every rookie has to go through their growing pains. Even Andrew Thomas went through his growing pains the first half of his first season. Even though he had a foot injury, it was looking like, hey, they was calling him a bust and everything. Now look, he's the best thing smoking on our offensive line. So give him time. Give him time to get everything correct. But I think he would be better than Nate Solder from the jump. I'm
Oh
just going to
yeah,
be honest
from
with
day
you.
one.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I think he'd be better than Nate Solder from the jump. But give me a starting right tackle and a starting tight end in this draft, and I'll be okay with best player available everywhere else because out of those 7 best player availables, you might get 2 to 3 starters with those guys as well. So I think they got a simple plan going into this draft. I'm not going to say it's simple like it's just remedial or anything. I'm just saying I think they have a plan going into this draft. Best tackle available at 5, best player available
At 7.
after that, and maybe get a tight end or a guard in the 3rd round. That 3rd round is going to be very important. I think if they stay put, I think pick 5, they want the best right tackle or best tackle on the board. I think they go best player available with 7 and 36. And in the 3rd round, I think they target a tight end and maybe a guard. And then after that, they're going to take best player available, whether it's a DB, whether it's a safety, whether it's a running back, whether it's more linemen, whether it's a receiver. I think they attack best player available every pick except for the number 5 and the 2 3rd round picks. After that, I think they take best player available. Just to be honest
Yeah.
with you. Nemar says, Todd Pat, do you think we draft Jeremy Rucker or Trey McBride in the 3rd round? Yeah, I think they get a tight end in the 3rd round. Do I think Jeremy Rucker or Trey McBride be in the 3rd round? Maybe.
Trey McBride, I don't think we can get Trey McBride in the 3rd round. I think he's gonna get drafted in the 2nd.
Yeah, I think both of them may be drafted in the 2nd, to be honest with you, because I think they're the 2 best tight ends in this class. I mean, you got Isaiah Likely, you got Wademeyer just fell off all the way into the 6th round on some people's boards. That's crazy.
Well, the tight end that I love is Greg Dulcich from UCLA.
Kayla, she says, Pat, I think people underestimating the fact that for the first time in a long time, we're going to run a modern NFL offense. Yeah, we're going to run an offense that is modern. We are.
Yeah, they're
coming up with a plan for Daniel Jones. They're getting plays that he likes, and we're gonna be running a modern offense because we got modern coaches now.
You never know, man. Hey, we could make some noise, man. We could.
Yeah, we could make some noise if they protect Daniel Jones and our receivers and our playmakers are healthy. We could make some noise. Who knows? And Saquon Barkley says he's ready to kill everything. He's tired of he's tired of the talk. He says he's coming back and he's going to destroy something. So hopefully he does.
He's tired of all the bad talk that's going on, like around Twitter and stuff. Call him a mascot and all that.
Yeah, people get tired of that, man. These athletes, I told you, these athletes are humans too. But in this case, he has been injured often, and I mean, hey, look, people are going to talk, so go out there and perform and shut them up. That's the only thing you can do.
Prove him wrong. That's nothing else you could do but just prove him wrong.
Right. But yeah, we probably gonna cut it off here at an hour. Hopefully, I can get a hold of Joe soon, and we'll do a Giants interactions breaking down the full press conference for you guys and get that video out for you guys. We got a Giants interactions coming out today around 5 p.m. So it'd be 6 p.m. Eastern time. Man, I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited for the draft like you guys. I'm probably going to have one last 7-round Giants mock draft come out next week before the draft, and I'm going to do a full 1st-round mock draft for you guys next week as well. It'll be the last 2 mock drafts I do. And, yeah, I mean, everybody wants to
Kenny Golladay. Yeah.
What's going on, Wells? Thank you for tuning in, bro.
Hopefully
you having a good day at work.
Yeah, him and Sterling Shepard are trying to reach out with Kadarius Toney.
So I don't know what that situation's got going on, but Joe Schoen said he's been in contact with him.
Brian Davis.
He said life happens, so hopefully nothing bad happened to him as far as his family or anything. And when it's time for him to come in and work, hopefully he'll be here. But other than that, I'm not going to bash the guy for missing voluntary camp. That's not my style. So if you come in here looking to get someone that's going to bash Kadarius Toney, this is not the platform. I'm not going to say anything until I get everything, get the facts. There's some stuff that comes out that he's doing and it's not right, and then I will handle it accordingly. I will give you my opinion accordingly because now I have facts. But I don't have any facts what's going on. I could just go off he say, she say right now. And during the press conference, Joe Schoen said he's been in contact with him, and that's the only thing we can go with. Brian Dable's been in contact with him, so would they like him to be there? I'm quite sure they would. But this is voluntary, and it's called voluntary for a reason. If you don't want to volunteer to come to camp, he doesn't have to. As long as he comes to the main training camp, it is what it is. As long as he show up when he's supposed to, then I can't be mad at him. But
yeah,
Taj, you've been on it with the DJ videos and everything, man. How do you feel? How do you project that training that Daniel Jones is doing? Are you excited about it? Just let me know what you are excited about with Danny doing the training and everything. What do you think that he's working on? Do you think that he can do it? How do you feel about DJ?
I think he's working on of what we talk about like this whole like season. But really like his whole like 3 or 4 years here is that they talking about his pocket awareness and his pocket presence, which so far he's been working on that. And I also seen Daniel Jones throwing on the run, which is another thing that we really don't see Daniel Jones do often with is to throw the ball on the run. And pretty much just working on of what the critics are all about on him. Talking about he has like no pocket awareness, this and that and the third because he fumbles too much, turns the ball over. Yeah. So basically that's that.
Tuto, he says, Big Boss Pat, what time will be your next live chat? We're having a week off and home advantage for our upcoming next game against my dad's team due to our winning streak. We need everyone's prayers. We're always going to be praying for you, man. I think my next live stream is going to be, it may be the night with the Bulls game, but the next Giants live stream will probably be, man, next Tuesday. Because Lou has True Big Blue tonight. I may do the Big Blue Lounge on Thursday. I may do the Big Blue Lounge on Thursday because I got to call the Shreveport Mavericks on Friday. Maybe Saturday, do the Big Blue Lounge on Saturday. No, because that's leather to the face. So I'll probably have to do the Big Blue Lounge on Thursday. Maybe Thursday too, though. And definitely good luck on your next game, Tuto.
Yeah. Oh, Pat, did you also hear what Xavier McKinney said about everything what's been going around? It's not so uptight and all.
No, I did not hear
that. Well, basically, like Xavier McKinney, like pretty much took a shot at Joe Judge. Like pretty much like what's been like going on like in the organization, in the building, and all the fiasco and stuff. And pretty much just like just all chill and everything now with Brian Dable.
I'm quite sure it is, man. The organization, the past 5 years since they've got him in there, hasn't been good. So I'm quite sure it is a little bit more chill now.
Yeah, the culture ain't been.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coffins. What's going on, Coffins? Thank you for tuning in. Tuned in at the very last second. Definitely gonna get your comment in there though. He says, "Hey Pat and crew, what's good? Gotta say this, KT situation not showing up is not a good look." I mean, yeah, you can definitely say that it's not a good look. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's a good look, but it's his choice. It's voluntary. So I'm taking an approach to wait and see what he does when it's not voluntary, when it's mandatory. Let's see if he shows up. Let's see if he's been putting in the work. Let's see if he shows up in shape. Let's see if he shows up and has the right attitude. And if not, then hey, look, I'm quite sure there's some teams out there that would give us a draft pick for him. Maybe he's been turned off by the New York media. I mean, he is a Florida boy, and they're not used to all that media talk, bashing them and everything. I mean, man, they've been bashing the kid since he got here. So he may be turned off by us. Who knows? But all I can say is I just want to see what he does when it's mandatory. Come to me, and he doesn't show up when it's mandatory, and then we have a major problem. But until then, I mean, I'm not going to trip. It's voluntary for a reason. And Deanna did bring up a good point. The more voluntary is a test. Yeah, it may be a test. I'm not gonna say and lie. It may be a test, just to see who's committed to the team. And if it was a test, he failed. So it is what it is. I just want to see when it's mandatory. Are you gonna show up and show out, or are you gonna be doing what you're doing right now?
Being mandatory, then come talk to me.
Keyshawn, what's going on? He says he got to know when to slide when he do run. And you're right, he fumbles a lot. Look, I hope I'm wrong about DJ. If I'm wrong, I'll take that heat, Pat. The dude has calmed his fumbles down the past 2 years. Over 70% of his fumbles was in his rookie year. So it's not like he's been going around the past 2 years just fumbling every time. It's just that every time this guy has a fumble, is magnetized. It's made out of a big deal. A lot of his fumbles, he's getting strip sacked because the pressure's getting to him so fast. It's not like this guy just runs and he fumbles every time he runs. That's a lot. So, like I said, he's calmed his fumbles down. He's calmed his turnovers down completely. So, we'll see. Hopefully, he doesn't get a bunch of fumbles by getting strip sacked this year. He says, I will be more worried if he doesn't show up to training camp. Right.
Oh yeah. Training camp? Nah, yeah, you got it.
I'll be more concerned if he doesn't show up to mandatory mini camp or something like that. And that's true too. Once you get a reputation, that's true. But he hasn't earned the reputation that you guys are putting on him. And maybe he's just one of those guys that doesn't like the nonsense and rather just distance himself. That could be the case too, because you've been bashing this kid from the beginning. And you're trying to turn him into something and then get mad when he turns into it. That's the crazy part about it. You've been trying to turn this kid into something negative, and then when he turns into something negative, it's like, oh, no, you wanted him to be like that, right? That's just my take on it. But I'd like to thank all you guys for tuning in for the Giants Joe Schoen pre-draft press conference. We'll be doing a Giant interactions to break down the full press conference to you guys. But thank you, Taj, for being here with me, man. Thank you for always being here supporting. And thank all you guys in the chat for always supporting, man. We will see you later today on Lou's channel and maybe Joe's channel. He may do a 420 stream today. We'll see. But thank you guys. I appreciate all you guys in the comments. Kayla, you're always well protected. Thank you for always showing up and being you. Tuto, good luck on your game. Wells, have a good day at work. Nimmer, thank you for tuning in. Coffins, thank you for tuning in, bro. Keyshawn, even though we disagree on DJ, thank you for tuning in. You always bring good points yourself. Diela, thank you for tuning in. Rodney, thank you for tuning in and for the $4.99 super chat, bro. Nimmer, Dwayne Jackson, thank all you guys for tuning in, man. Not Zay, go check out Not Zay's gaming channel as well. He's pretty good at playing 2K. I'm gonna play 2K with him a couple of times as well. Zach the Potato, Coach Ed, King Blue, KYV Ace. Man, thank all you guys for tuning in. Mike Nixon, thank Lou for coming in and letting us know that he's okay, his son and everything's okay. Thank you guys for your prayers and making sure that he's okay. Man, and shout out to Classified 3F with Joe. He may be doing a 420 stream for you guys later this afternoon, and then catch us on the True Big Blue podcast later on tonight. Same time, same show. Crazy results, man. We always give you the heat. So I'd like to thank all you guys. Taj, anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Go Big Blue.
And you know it's true,
Danny
man.
down.
Right. If you're new to the chat, hit that like and subscribe button. And everybody in the chat that has been with us from the beginning, I also have a join button, man. If you want to talk your talk and stand out above the rest, become a member. Hit that join button, man, because I will be doing members only stream soon. I will be giving away prizes and everything once we get enough members on the Big Pat Sports Talk channel. We get up to about 50 to 100 members. I'll start be able to give away raffles and everything. And you'll be able to come into members only streams, get Giants interactions. I'm gonna start giving out I'm gonna do Big Blue film reviews for members only as well. We're gonna go in depth about the Giants. We're definitely gonna do what are you doing for members only. So when you become a member, you're gonna get a lot of perks, man. So if you want to get those perks with Big Pat Sports Talk, thank you guys. Diela, no problem, bro. Talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. Hit that join button. But until the next stream, until the next time we see you guys, which will be very soon. Peace.
Peace.